Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to part 3 of Mardek. Last time, we took on a quest to hunt down some fume rats and get the lead pipes. Tailpipes? The same thing, when you see them. But here's something I found out from last time. Because silly me, I couldn't remember. The menu button. Here we can access all sorts of wonderful tabs. The party lets us see all of our little statuses. And also a few neat stat tracking sections that allow you to see how many battles a character has been in, how many kills they've had, KOs, how many damage they've dealt, received. You can determine your own personal MVP. You can look at skills. Since we're back in the real world, our little mighty heroes no longer have access to all those mighty skills, replaced instead by the imagination set of abilities, pretending, using childish imagination, that one is a mighty hero to perform special skills. Those special skills: Strike, which is a more powerful but less accurate version of a normal attack, and the Huff Puff technique, which requires 4 MP but allows you to heal yourself. And that's all we have. Well, we can access the damage +1 passive effect, or the block effect, and we'll go ahead and equip those. Oops. Whoops! There. Too fast for my own good. Alright. So now we have a reaction ability. So when they attack us, we can block them. And we also can deal an extra bit of damage when we attack. Good. There's the inventory sequence. We currently have 7 potions. That's it. The map screen. The quest log. We're currently doing the lead pipes quest. Plot items, of which we'll get some later. The status screen, which shows just the general stats we've done. Medals. We'll get those later. Encyclopedia, which, you know, we had an exposition dump last time. But here's more! But I'll save those for another time, considering we just had an exposition dump. The options screen doesn't really have anything of note, although there's one thing I need to check. Yes, that's fine. And the help screen, I don't need it. When have I ever needed help? Never! Now then, Delio! Off to an adventure down in the sewers. We shall head south, as opposed to left. West, that is, west. These sewers are vast and contain treasure chests, just waiting for us to get. But we're also here to fight fume rats. And that's 74 gold, right in our pockets. Oh. And here it is, our first fight against fume rats. Fume rats are very fast, faster than 10-year-old boys. And they have the infect ability that allows them to produce the poison condition at a very high rate. Alright. Well, Mardek, show him what's for. Hit him with your stick. Bow. And Dugan, get your revenge. He's down 2. That's 2 fume rats down. Our little boys are on their way to being mighty heroes. And the fume rats were nice enough to give us an antidote for the poison they just inflicted. So just go over to your inventory screen, grab that antidote, and shove it right into the affected party member's mouth. Alright. And carrying on. So it's just exploring this big, vast dungeon of a sewer system, and hoping you don't get poisoned to death as these rats bite your ankles. I guess it looks more like they're kind of biting your shins, really. Bow. Bow. Oh, they were kind enough to not use infect. Lovely. And with that, Mardek has leveled up. He's level 2. And we have earned ourselves a lead pipe. That's another thing of note, that screen. Your characters will kind of master techniques as they use them. So our good friend Dugan had to block more than our other friend Mardek. And so he has mastered the block technique. Mardek, on the other hand, has only blocked once, and so he still needs to master it. You gain access to these skills through your equipment, but removing your equipment means you can no longer use that ability until you have mastered it. And here's a double chest. A copper ring that somehow raises our defense by 1 point. And potions. Good. I usually dump all of my inventory onto one guy for no reason. It's not very efficient. Shall we add the copper ring to main character man, Mardek? Alright. And more random fighting. That's what we're gonna run into this. More random fights. And now Dugan has leveled himself up. 2 level 2 brave heroes. And another lead pipe. We only need 5. However, I'm not going to be leaving here until I have fully explored everything. Gathered all the items, uncovered all of the chests, and fought all of the fume rats. That's some poison on Dugan, but he's gonna be fine. Now, you can just run from fights, but doing that would mean you don't get the XP. And without XP, you become underleveled. And when you're underleveled, you can't fight certain things you should fight, like bosses. I don't have an antidote, no. Dugan's gonna have to suck it up. It's just a little poison. Get over it. Alright. We made it back to the healing crystal, which will heal the poison. Let's save, whatever. Alright. And carrying on. Healing crystals also fully heal you, in case I forgot to mention that before. Antidotes, and 5 of them. Good. Just what we needed. Almost done our way through this entire dungeon. There is something I'm curious about. How fast are fume rats? 13 agility. They're heavily weak to wind. And our good friend Mardek also has 13 agility. So it's possible at the next level up, Mardek would be faster than these rats, and the rats would stop getting the first hit. And more antidotes. More masteries. A door to another world. It's a big door, but it's also locked. Gosnor has a thing with locked doors. Alright. Time to make our way out of here. And get poisoned. Alright, let's give him a strike. Because we also have to master that anyway. We have to use 5 strikes each. And huff some puffs. And skip turns. Haha! Alright. I would sit here and master all of the abilities, however, there will be time enough for that in the next area we'll be fighting in. And we need, what, 1 more pipe? 1 more pipe? 1 more lucky rat to give us a pipe? Alright. Well, let's give it to him. A big strike that misses. Another big strike. And another infection. These boys need to get their immune systems a little better, you know? So the strike is roughly twice as strong as a normal attack. Alright, we have all of the pipes required. And we shall carry on. Back to Mardek. Give him his pipes. Hello, sir. Did you find the 5 lead pipes yet? Well, yes. Great! I knew I could count on you. Now your reward, what can I give you? Aha! I know. You can have this cog necklace. It's a little necklace I had magically enchanted to protect from sleep, so then I could work longer hours on my inventions. But the health problems outweighed the benefits. It'd be useful in the woods with all those pesky fun goblins around. Thanks! Now, shouldn't you boys be getting back to your big adventure? I've held you up enough for today. Okay, so that's all we need from him. And since we are mere tots, we can't really buy anything. So what is there left for poor boys to do? Why, go to the forest and see what's up there. Because if you recall, there was a big major crash. Well, this is the Soothwood. Yes, we have to travel through this to get to where that thing crashed. But wait, Mardek, do we have our skills properly equipped? We should probably check from the menu. What's a menu? Mardek is me. Never mind. Let's just continue on through the forest. It's not very big, so we should be able to get to the other side pretty quickly. Okay. And our first random encounter in the forest is the forest fish. Strike it down. Alright, never mind. Important thing to note there is that you can still master an attack even if it misses, because you're still using it. These fish are, I believe, very lackluster. They do basically nothing, and they go down in, well, more than one hit because they're fish. Alright. And they gave us nothing but a gold coin. Oh, treasure chest, just for us. Just for us. More potions. So, the forest contains other things, like fun goblins. We'll hit them with a strike, because they're very annoying, and I missed. But Dugan doesn't. Fun goblins can cause sleep, which is why Meritor gave us that necklace that I didn't bother to equip. Huh. Alright, so fish can survive a normal attack, so we hit him with the we hit him with the strike. Well, I mean, you try being a 10-year-old and trying to swing your stick at a fish, flying fish in the forest, hmm? Alright, well. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna huff and puff. Because I feel like trying to master abilities. Also, cool thing to note, you do gain XP, 100, for using this ability. Because I believe XP scales here. The higher level you are, the more, the less XP you get. Compared to your opponent. Worded better, the lower level your opponent is to you, you get less XP. And since you are the same level as you, if you target an effect on yourself, such as Huff Puff, you will gain 100 XP. Because it's, you know, same level. And 100 is the base. Enough of poorly explaining things, let's fight some fun goblins. And miss some fun goblins. And belatedly remember, I still don't have that stupid necklace equipped. Ha! Alright, let's take care of that right now before it slips out of my mind forever. Every character can have 2 accessories. Mardek has both, because he's the main character. Sorry, Dugan. Some people just aren't the main character. And what have we here? A cabin in the woods. But first a chest. More potions. This one Dugan can have. Alright. It's an old man in the middle of a forest with a save crystal. Hello, sir, old man. It's a shaman. Hello, Hello there, young ones. Nature's been treating you kindly, I take it? Yes, sir. Shaman, sir. He has a cauldron. A magic cauldron, where the shaman makes magical brews of various reagents. Cool. We found the shaman. And a quick check of our map. I missed a few items on the other side of the world. Time to go. But first, a fish. Let's hit him, whoops, with the strike. And he's down. But, nice. A nice hidden chest. Dugan can have that one too. You know, I've been giving him a lot of guff. But he's a good sport. Alright. More fun goblins. More fun goblins. Very fun. And they're down. As we expect from an RPG, there are many random battles where you do many random things. I'll be debating on whether I simply cut all this out in future videos. Maybe show maybe a few fights. Because some of these dungeons can get very long, very winding, and there are very many fights. And I'm not so good at vamping, so it may just be better to cut things out. As I grind fish. Oh, lovely. We got earwax. That is what you might call vendor trash. It's an item that has no real use, but you can sell it for money, because somebody out there wants it. More random fights. And I'll think of something to say one day. So, Mardek is the more defensive of the two, our two heroes. He has higher health, higher defenses, and the speed, technically a defensive stat, because you have a higher dodge chance. Dugan hits harder. He has a bigger stick. Ha. Alright. And we have here our first mini-boss. Hello, sir. Will you grant us passage? It's the Posh Goblin! Shnee, shnee, I say, shnee, pip, pip, shnee. The Posh Goblin, level 2! Dark attribute, as opposed to the Earth attribute Fun Goblins. Incredibly weakened to light, but resists basically every other element. Not that we can really use elements, so that's irrelevant. Let's hit him with an attack. 5 damage. But it is a meaty 48 total health points. But we can hit him with 10. Oh, the money attack. I believe that deals more damage based on how much money you have. Maybe, if I recall correctly. Well, we'll just huff and puff, because why not? And hit him with another strike. The Spore Tackle causing sleep, and poor Dugan doesn't have the necklace. So he's out like a light, and it'll be up to Mardek to carry the day. Posh Goblin, down to critical health, but Posh Goblin counters with a regular attack, and here comes a Mardek attack. Oh, they're just slugging back and forth. It's a Spore Tackle, but Mardek can't go to sleep. He stayed up. Not at all. He missed. Another money attack, but that wakes up Dugan. Mardek setting up the kill for Dugan. Dugan goes in for the kill, and he succeeds. Good work, Dugan. And the Posh Goblin fades from view. The the path is now clear, and we can enter to the crash site. I'm going to save first. Wait. Save first, yes. I was a bit confused because I forgot that when you re-enter an area, you start from the entrance. Which was on the opposite end of the world. Which means I also have to find my way through random encounters. Haha, hee hee, hoo hoo. But fortunately, we're now strong enough that we can kill fish in one hit. We didn't get any rewards for beating that fish. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean what a cheapskate. We shall save here, just in case, because I can't quite recall what happens next. You might say we are very, very close to the end of the chapter. The other chapters are far longer in length and scale. So, let us head down to the crash site, where there's a save crystal. Ha! Good thing I went back. Another good save. Alright. And now, time for the crash site, where a fat man stands in the way. It's Mugbert.
Oi, who's there? It's, you little chickens from the village. I bidded you up before.
Well, shut up. Mugbert, you big bully, what are you doing here?
That ain't none of your business.
Well, I bet you're here for the fallen star.
Duh, it is mine. Oh my, I got here first, so that legally makes it mine.
No, your hands are the wrong hands. Something like this fallen star can't be in hands like yours. Wrong hands. You'd probably use it for evil or something.
Yeah, so? What are you gonna do about it? Eh? Beat me up, eh? I'd like to see you try.
Alright then, come on, Mardek, let's defeat this evil villain and save the world from his evil. I'll kick his evil so hard it'll fall down and probably die next week.
I'll have fun beating you up, you little gits. Again!
And we fight the first major boss fight. Mugbert, the Terrible. Level 3, human grunt, wielding a branch club, equipped with a tunic. There's not really a lot to say about him. He's just a somewhat large child. But we'll beat him with the power of imagination. Bow. A good strike for 10 damage, followed up by another strike for 10 damage. And Mugbert counters with 5 damage. Yes, his fight is, if I recall, very uninteresting. It's just a slugfest, without the fancy effects from the dragon fight, from our imagination. It's just a back and forth, really. He misses, we don't miss. Might as well master some puffing as we go. It's always good to master huffing and puffing. I can't recall if this guy has a second phase or not. He pulls out some new technique never before seen. Oh, he's got a power attack. Whoa, well, it's basically strike, but what if it was an actual technique? And here's the power attack, and it misses. I'm just going to take this opportunity to just master out Huff and Puff for Mardek. We'll Huff Puff on Dugan as well. 4 damage to Mardek. 5 for Mugbert. Now, in a one-on-one fight, I'm sure this would be difficult. Either of our heroes probably still win, but it'd be a little more difficult. One more Huff Puff and we're all mastered. Now, the power attack does hit hard for 18 damage, but it's really nothing to really worry about. Mardek gets the finishing blow because Mardek is the hero. Bow. Now, I don't like my characters having desynced levels for too long, but it's fine.
Whoa, you idiots are so mean. I'm gonna tell my dad on you. I'm gonna get you joined. Whoa.
And with that, Mugbird runs with his tail between his legs. Alright. And now we have found this flying saucer. And the flying saucer is all ours now. What will we do with it in our hands? And inside, we find a collapsed something. That something shoots a light ball into Mardek. What the? Mardek, what just happened? Are you okay? Mardek? Ah, good, it worked. Unfortunate choice of body, though. But, well, can't be helped. It was the only compatible elemental type host around. Mardek? I say, you there, inhabitant. Where is this? No, wait. Do you know of the Anunnaki? The Lingons? The Rostrul's alliance? Huh? What? Mardek, you're scaring me. Well, I'm starting to scare me too. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not me saying those... Silence, host. This is not a developed world, then. Interesting. I might be safe here, at least for a little while. But at the same time, I'll be so very vulnerable. If you're pretending, Mardek, then stop it. It's not very funny. I suppose you're pretty confused inhabitants. Underdeveloped and human inhabitants, might I add. I'll just be blunt and explain. You see, I happen to have crashed my flying chariot on this planet of yours, and it appears my other body couldn't take the impact and died. A pity. But I still have business in this plane, so I transferred my soul to this host. So now I'm sharing its body. You don't need to understand it. You just need to accept it, because I'm going nowhere, and you'd have to kill this creature if you wanted to get at me. Ugh! But despite my prior tone, I mean you no harm at all. No harm is what I'm against, which is why I'm here now. And I'm sorry to have inconvenienced with you with my presence, but just be glad I didn't expel this creature's soul from its body, because I could have done that and taken full control. I'm not cruel enough, though, so I'd rather share. You'll have to put up with me for a while, though, I'm afraid, because I can only get out of this body when it's never mind that, actually. I suppose I might as well try to settle in immediately. So tell me, creatures, what do you call yourselves? What are your names? You're larva, correct? I'm not a caterpillar, and I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. This is too weird. But you're some kind of thing in Mardek's body that can talk out of his mouth, but you're not him? That is correct, little creature. I'm surprised you followed what I was saying so well, seeing as you're but a youngling, and an underdeveloped one at that. But I'm being so rude. I haven't let my host speak in ages. Do forgive me. Huh? Well, I couldn't speak. You were doing that, weren't you? Don't do that. Get out of me. I'm afraid I can't do that, O host. I need to perpetuate myself in this plane, and the bond I just made to this body is rather permanent, so you and I will be together for a long time. You'll just have to get used to having me sharing your body. My name's Rohoff, by the way. A pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, larval human inhabitants of this world. You two seem understandably distressed. If you want, I can be silent for a while. I need to mull over my thoughts anyway. I suggest you two rest a bit and calm down. We can talk more later. Yeah, shut up, weird thing. I need to go and lie down. Mardek, I don't know exactly what just happened or what it all means, but I think we should head back to the village now. So come on, let's go. Ah, the old corpse. It served me well for many hundreds of years, but alas, now it's ruined. And so we have met Rohoff, our bestest friend in the whole world, who is now inhabiting Mardek's body. And with that, I think we call it a day. A quite eventful day. Defeating not only the posh goblin and Mugbert the Terrible, but also acquiring a new soul. Rohoff. Alien visitor from another somewhere. Haha. Alright. Next time, we return home, and probably do that exposition thing I mentioned. Sally-o!